Story Corner, presented by Jennifer. Who is the killer? Someone left dishes piled in the sink and placed a beer bottle on the mahogany coffee table without using a coaster. Compulsively neat Uncle William wouldn't do that. Nor would his compulsively neat niece. His sloppy nephew, however, would. Now, for those of you who deduced correctly, very good. For those of you who didn't, we will be starting another new mystery within a few seconds. I would like to apologize for taking so long to post one of these little mini mysteries and having to jump over the regular mysteries and go right back into holidays. Unfortunately, I had kind of an insane year, and I had to put other priorities first, and my videos kind of were a little low on the priority list. I do apologize. I will try not to let that happen this time around. But we're going to jump right into our Halloween mysteries now. Seriously, Officer Mallory O'Brien thought as she took notes. The early morning call of a forced entry at the Cool Coffee Cafe had her shaking her head. The stolen item is a cookbook, she asked owner Ted Reynolds. Not just any cookbook, Mr. Reynolds' voice was. It's my journal, containing recipes used in my cafe, including my signature pumpkin spice latte. It's the hit of the Halloween season. Do you mind? O'Brien pointed to a pot of fresh coffee. By all means, Reynolds' voice dripped with sarcasm. No need to dust for fingerprints. O'Brien poured herself a cup. Tasty, she said. What flavor? My special pumpkin spice latte. Can we get back to the break-in? Of course. Looks like they used a crowbar to prop open the door. The register appears untouched, and the cookbook was always on the shelf. Might we assume it was an inside job, Mr. Reynolds? Duh. O'Brien eyed a bear claw with orange and black sprinkles. You know, I didn't have breakfast. Whatever it takes to solve this crime, Reynolds plated the pastry. So, do you have any idea who could have done this? I can think of a dozen who have it in for me, but the top suspect? O'Brien cut him off. This is delicious. She held up a finger while she took another bite, then poised her pen. Go on. As I was saying, beginning with Amy Miller. I fired her last week for stealing. Brad Benson, my ex-business partner, can't stand how successful my cafe is. My brother, Tyler, squandered his inheritance, and that's enough to start with, O'Brien said. I'll interview these three and get back to you. Her first stop was across town at the Lakeside Cafe, owned by Brad Benson. She stepped up to the counter and ordered a pumpkin spice latte and a bear claw. Is Mr. Benson in today? Yes, he's in the kitchen. Send him out to talk. O'Brien took a seat. Soon a harried Brad Benson showed up. This coffee is amazing. Is that all you wanted? No, sit down. I have a few questions, O'Brien said. Make it quick, he snapped. I do all baking. And the coffee too? I do it all, he nodded. But that's not what you want to know. She chewed before answering. One of your competitors was burglarized last night. Who would want to break into the Cool Cafe? He asked. That's what I said. Anyways, be on the lookout. She carried out her unfinished coffee. Half an hour later, she knocked on Amy Miller's door. A woman in a suit opened it. Miss Miller? How can I help you? Just a few questions. On your way out? New job. Can't be late. I understand. The Cool Coffee Cafe was broken into last night. I was just sorry to hear, but Ted did me a favor by firing me. Why did he fire you? O'Brien asked. Amy scoffed. Backed up electricity. I recharged my phone at work. Thank you. Next she found Tyler Reynolds in his garage with a blowing torch. Life is much more satisfactory now. I create sculptures, he said. Much money in that? I do okay, he grinned. She called Ted. I know who broke into your cafe, and I have proof. Who stole the prized brew? Write your answers in the comment section and tune in next week to a fine festive fix for the answer.